Hi Emil, this is Don Green from DG Digital Services. Thanks for reaching out the other day and asking if I could help you out with this site. Like I said, I'll do you a quick screencast, which this is. It's a quick site audit, which will go for about 10 or 15 minutes. It'll just run through a few simple things that you can look at on your site. As you can see, this is your site that we are on. So what I will say first off is this here, your phone number. This needs to become a clickable number, okay? Because at the minute, see how if I go over here, the little hand pops up where you can just click on it and it'll activate. So where there's people looking for your service, it's 9 times out of 10 probably on a phone or tablet or something like that. So if you had this as a clickable number and it come up on their phone, all they'd have to do is tap this number and they're calling you. At the minute, they would need to physically enter this number into their phone and call you, which probably has just lost you about 30 to 40% of your initial traffic. Okay, because people are just lazy and they don't want to do that. They'll rather find somewhere to click. And this being your only place where your phone number is on your whole homepage, this should definitely be a clickable number. And I'd probably, I would have put it probably up here or something, but this whole setup could be changed anyway. In regard to your menu, you can see, I like how it does have the drop down, but you'd see how the services, the photo, it's actually still clickable. You'd need to change this as a non-clickable heading there, because if I clicked on this, it actually takes me to nothing. So if people, were doing this and I think, oh, something wrong with this site, because if I went to services, it comes a 404 error. Okay, so definitely just make these, not this one so much, but definitely make these two here non-clickable. And for some reason you've got a drop down on contact for shop fit outs, where that should be definitely in your service pages. So there's little things like that. Google being Google, they love content, and they love a site that, because they're a business basically just like you and I, so their job is to look after the end user, the person actually doing the site search and whatnot. So as far as they're concerned, if someone is looking for a ceiling fixer or they want work done on their ceiling, they first of all will look at content, so they have about 200 ranking factors that they look at, but content is definitely a valuable one. So they like to have somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 words of content on their homepage. As you can see here, you've probably got a couple of hundred words. So yeah, so that could be a ranking factor that you want to have looked at, and we can definitely help you with there as well. So I see. I did go through your gallery. That's okay. You do have a lot of these service pages, and you've got to look at each one of these service pages as its own mini website, I suppose, if you want. So you should have a minimum 500, sometimes 750 words on each of these pages, and you would want to work out what the best keywords are for this actual service that you do, and you'd put a couple of them throughout your content. Okay, so So these are these little things that you look at, right? So content is definitely one. Backlinks to your site, which is basically your URL, your domain name, located in the content of somebody else's site. So therefore, if they clicked on it, they would be brought back to your site. Okay, so it's just linking back to you. Therefore, it's known as a backlink. And the other one is the citations, which is basically your business name, address, and phone number on the internet. It could be via the registration points or just directories in general, or even on the bottom of your own page. See, so like I do see that you've got this here, so that it's got no phone number in it there. So, usually in your footer you might have your site map and your business name, address, phone number, things like that. You can give yourself a citation, which helps to be right up there in the maps, which you're not doing too bad anyway, but it looks like we can help you get further. So if I just had a quick look at the back end of your website, it's telling me here that as a global rating, you're over 100 million in the world for your site. The UR is 23, which is okay, but the DR, which is your domain rating, these are ratings from like 0 to 100, and you are 0.1, so you're at the very start. So it does say that you have 137 backlinks, and they are coming from 50 different sites. Okay, so and backlinks aren't always equal. I could have maybe 2 or 3 really powerful backlinks coming from maybe major suppliers in ceilings and plasterboard and things like that. And those 3 potentially could be just as powerful as all 137 of these. Okay, so and you did have 161 recently, so they are dropping away. And historically, you've had nearly 7,000 backlinks there. And this is another reason we look at servicing sites, because they do fall off quite regularly. And as you can see here, you've had 381 pages at one point where your site was on. So this here says you've got 87 keywords. So I can just have a quick squiz at these keywords. Ceilings Perth. This here is telling me that there's 150 searches per month, like via Google and things like that. The keyword difficulty is quite high, 26. Okay, you must have had it there for a while, so you get 8 phone calls a month due to this keyword, but you are ranked number 7. Looks like your best spot is number 5 for suspended ceilings Perth, but once again that's only 20 search, but the difficulty to rank for that is 0. So 0 to 3 are fantastic because you can get some good action going on there. And if you run this on people who run this on a Google ad, every time they get clicked on, they have to pay $5. So these are good where we can get you ranking right up there without you having to pay Google anything. So yeah, there's some of the keywords that you have, and there's obviously going to be a whole lot more that we can look at that you haven't actually touched on. So and keywords, for example, can be put in all sorts of areas on your site, even in your images. So if I just right-clicked on this image, save image as, see here, image, and it's just full of numbers. When you're uploading this, if you already name this file, and it could be ceiling fixes Perth or something like that, that then Google would read that title and give you the keyword for that as well. So there's lots of different ways to look at it. If you want to have a look at your competition, that's easily done as well. Which, this one here, Superb Ceilings, you know, they have that menu down the side, and it's just drop down as well. But see here, they do have that clickable number. So that's handy for them. It is an office number though, so it's not always going to be answered. So that's like if you had that mobile number there and you had emergency services like 24-hour ceiling fixes for whatever reason, storm damage and that, like this, they'd be able to get a hold of you there. They do have a little bit of content, goes through. They've got like a contact form which is recommended. Okay, so, and they've got their name, address, phone number. See, it's just the little things that you might not notice when you're not doing it. And you see here, they got a DR of 8. They're ranked 21 million, nearly 3,000 backlinks. But see this, it's only coming from 35 sites. So they are really draining the power out of these sites. So they don't have the same strength anymore. And they got 278 keywords. Okay, if I just went for a quick look back to yours and back to the overview there, it looks like mid 2018 something happened. It's just everything started falling away, all your links, everything like that. So like if you don't pay attention to it, that's probably why this was probably much higher earlier on. So this is why you do pay attention, because it will have an overall effect on the power of your site and everything. So, and that's what we specialise in as well. Right, so we can look after you as a monthly charge, and set this site up a little bit better for you as well. So if any of this is information is of interest, just reach out, email me back. I'll send you this, and all the details of mine will be on the email. So I look forward to hearing from you. You have a great day, mate.